guys, and welcome back to another episode of Rebuilding Stockport. Today, I'm starting on the page of Philip Sollert. Who's he, you might ask? Well, I'll tell you, that's why we're on the page. Basically, he's a centre-back I've just signed, because I've been looking at him for a while. He's been on my shortlist, and the scouts just seem to start rating him better and better and better. He's 6'4", he's Swedish, not that that is an attribute, I just like it. He's 18 years old, 13 heading, 12 marking, 13 tackling. Decent physicals, a lot of decent mental ability. His natural fitness isn't great, and neither is his stamina, but I still think he's a solid one. £3 million he's cost us from Norrköping. I think he's a decent player, you know. I feel like there's a decent future with him. He's not going to be on a huge amount of wages, but with the fact that we might potentially lose some centre-backs, plus we lost Mark McGowan in the summer, I wanted to bring in someone a bit better to have as a backup. So we've actually got, you know, we'll have Kanmaz and Roussel, but we also have Makengo and Sola as a backup centre-back partnership that could really do a job when called upon. So here is the Shirtbuller monster. Can you check how Ethan O'Kane is getting on, as he isn't in Everton's squad? Yeah, he's been out on loan. He's barely played for them, but we'll just quickly check. I think he did one spell at Forest. Here we go. So here's Ethan O'Kane, currently on loan from Everton, playing for Pompey in the Championship. So, well done, Ethan. You clearly made the correct decision by leaving the club, didn't you there, old Jim? 29 caps for Northern Ireland at the age of 21 is actually pretty good, and 1 goal as well. 16 heading. He's still only 5'9", bless him, so he's never going to be great in the air, to be fair to him. But just looking at his career so far, since leaving us, so he's played 6 times in total for Everton in the Premier League, and did not do a good job. A 6.43 is just bad. Played 9 times for Forest on loan, did all right there. He did, and that was in League One. Played for Leeds in the Championship not last season. Did pretty poorly there as well. Went out on loan to Nuremberg in the Bundesliga and actually did, he did pretty terribly there as well, but he did score a goal at least and get a couple of assists, and now he's on loan at Pompey in the Championship. Ethan O'Kane, I think, is going to spend most of his career on loan until he eventually leaves on a free transfer, and then he'll probably be a League One, League Championship type of player, perhaps. It's a shame for old Ethan, but it wasn't even really his choice. It was the board and the release clause, but there you go. Now, in yesterday's video, I asked you guys about sort of saves you were interested in seeing me doing, and my god, avalanche of comments inbound on that one. And believe me, I was incredibly thankful because there was so much cool stuff in there, some cool ideas. But I was generally kind of looking at trends as to what I saw lots of people suggesting and some of the higher liked comments that were getting suggested a few times. And what I can sort of see is that a lot of you want to see Building a Nation done again, done properly and finished. So there's a lot of love for that, as well as the Eastern European saves, also the likes of Austria, Switzerland, that kind of area as well. A few other sort of outlying things, like the idea of doing like a Youth Academy challenge. The problem with that is I don't think they work so well on YouTube. I think for a Twitch thing, that'd be cool. But the problem is, if you remove the transfer window part of the save, it does kind of, I don't know, I felt like it would be a bit flat. And you'd really only be looking for 1 episode a year, which is the youth intake. And I don't know if that will work for me on YouTube. Maybe I'll do that at Twitch at some point when I finally get that sort of stuff going. But seeing all that love towards the Building a Nation Midtjylland save I did, I'm just curious now, because why did everybody, like those of you that did anyway, why did you like that save so much? Because obviously for me, I look at that in a weird way because I was in a bad place when I was recording that, so maybe I see it slightly differently based on that rather than the actual quality of the save. But I'm just interested into why, those of you that really liked that, why did you like it so much? Because that's sort of the way I'm leaning at the moment. Maybe a Building a Nation in a, because I wanted to do the Hungary thing, but maybe do the Building a Nation thing in somewhere like Hungary or Austria or Poland or Switzerland, somewhere like that, but not start with one of the big clubs from those nations. Start with like a side from the second tier, so we get the building the domestic part first, like, which is one mistake I feel like I really made with Midtjylland, and then we get to conquer and all that. And I don't know, I feel like that might be kind of the area I'm leaning towards for the next save. A proper Building a Nation save, with all the same rules, maybe some new ones, and try to build from there. But again, yeah, let me know why you liked that so much. In fact, just throwing it out there, what was your favourite save that I've ever done on the channel and why? I'm just kind of curious about this now. This is just market research now, not for vanity. Jason Banton has tweeted out a message of support to his friends at Stockport County for the upcoming season. The official Stockport Twitter account replied, "What friends? Hashtag biscuit boy." Ooh, cut me real deep on Jason Banton there. He's probably one of the least liked players of a save I've done. He's up there with, was it Tony Harris from Wimbledon? People were no fan of Tony Harris. Bellend. We must move on though. We've had some games off camera. We're back today. I've chosen to do the Chelsea game as the live com for today's game, and you'll see why in a minute. Crazy tight game away at Brighton. This is one of those ones that honestly it probably should have been a draw. I still think we slightly shaded it in terms of chance creation and all that, but it was mainly the defensive effort that kept us in this game. Durand, Makengo, Roussel, Dimitrov, Bofa all did an excellent job at the back really. Wilson didn't really have a lot to do in all honesty, but it took until the 88th minute when Zay Maria, I think he came off the bench in this one, yes he did, and he got the winner for us in the 88th minute. A great win away at Brighton. And it's wins like this and the Huddersfield one that I think are going to give us a real chance at a good season. Just grinding out wins, getting those clean sheets as well, which we've been really good at lately as well for some reason. We then followed that up with a really, really comfortable home win against Lille in the Europa League. I think we're going to walk this group. And like someone said in the comments, once this group is won, I'm rotating the squad and playing the youngsters because it'll be good for their rep, good to give them some European experience, and it won't really matter what happens from then on because we don't need the money at this point. So that's going to be really nice. A 3-1 win at home to Lille. It could have been more in all honesty. Cardo Makengo was absolutely spectacular in this. Bicester got a goal. Liam Miller got a goal. We still, John Hume played. He didn't do great in this one, but Makengo was fantastic. He's had to play a few times because they came back from international duty and both Canmaz and Roussel were both knackered. So Cardo Makengo's had to step in and he's done really well over this period. He's got some goals in him, the lad. We did concede, though, in the 93rd minute, and it was really disappointing because if we hadn't conceded that goal, that would have been no goals conceded in Europe at all. That was the first goal we've conceded in our European history. What a shame. And this is when things start to get a little bit mental, and now you'll understand why we're doing the Chelsea game today. At home against Arsenal, and we wiped the goddamn floor with them. Now, the first half was all Arsenal. I'm pretty certain at one point they had 67% possession after like half an hour. So we tried to change a few things. We weren't getting any shots, so we switched off work ball into the box. We went slightly along the ball and went to a sort of a more cautious approach with get stuck in. And it really turned things around. Most of those changes were made at half-time, but a few of them started to pull the possession back. But as you can see, the possession came back to nearly 50-50, which means we dominated them in the second half of this game. Abasolo gave us lead on the 53rd minute. Cardo Makengo grabbed his second goal in as many matches. And then Liam Miller's penalty late on gave us the victory. Superb performances all round. Camille Bednar was phenomenal yet again. 2 assists in this, 3 key passes. Makengo amazing, Wilson decent, Miller doing nicely in place of Pedro and all that. Slawi he's sort of been slowly weaned back into the squad, but a 3-0 victory in the league over Arsenal it's tremendous. Then our rotated side only just scraped past QPR in the League Cup, which is a bit annoying, I've got to be honest. Dimitrov's red card was a bit of a shame. John Hume, he's got a serious injury. He's going to miss 2 to 3 months, which is a real pain because it was the 94th minute when it happened. Liam Miller gave us the lead, but we couldn't hang on because we didn't have any. We are shuffling our team around. Unfortunately, Cordoba equalised in the 90th minute for QPR. Thankfully, we won it on penalties. I actually didn't see who scored the winning penalty because it was going to take ages and I went to make a cup of tea. And by the time I came back, it still hadn't bloody finished. But we did get through on the pens in the end. I can't actually remember who we're going to be playing in the next round. But the main thing is, it leaves the league looking like this. Chelsea are out on top with 30 points. They did lose to someone. I think it was Leicester that beat them, but they've won their other 10 matches. I think Leicester beat them at Stamford Bridge too. We're only 2 points behind them. But the key thing now is look at the gap between us and everybody else now. It's a 2-horse race at the moment for the title race, which is why we're doing Chelsea today, because this match is a top of the table clash. If we beat them at home, we go above them and go top of the Premier League after 12 games. We are 8 points clear of United, Everton, Spurs, and 9 points clear of Man City, Arsenal and Liverpool. We've created a cushion that we just need to manage for the rest of the year. I don't care if we win the league this year, and I still don't think we will. But to be in that kind of position already is fantastic. Other teams just taking points off each other for days. Bednar now the top average rating in the league. Abasolo's got 8 league goals this year. He is fantastic. Just occurred to me that I actually didn't save it on the day of the Chelsea game because I had to go out and now I have to go through a couple of days. But I've just noticed the FA have actually rescinded the red card that Dimitrov got. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. Amazing. So Dimitrov's just had his red card rescinded and now he's got a hip injury. 2 to 5 months. Joy. Right, so we're on the day of the Chelsea game now. Everton have had a win. They beat Man City 5-2. Huddersfield have also won as well, so that's kind of nice. Also, last couple of days had a big influx of new subs, like much more than usual. So if you're one of those people, do let me know how you suddenly found the channel. Interesting, very interesting. I'm always interested to know these things. So changes are definitely needed here. Just gonna quick pick the entire team and hopefully that will sort most of it out. And actually, it's literally sorted the entire. Oh my god, it's even started putting Slawi in there now. That's great. I'm looking forward to when he masters that role a bit more and he'll suddenly gain a lot more competence. But that's Bicester, Pedro. It's nice to see him back too. No, I think he can play. I just won't be able to play the full game. We'll make sure Miller's on the bench. So Bicester, Pedro, Abasolo, Mello, Slawi, Bolfa, Bednar, Roussel, Talha, Durand, as someone called him, and Wilson. Now on the bench we can sort this. So on the bench, Miller, Makengo, Zemaria, Garais, Lazaro, Akwebu, and Dendonka. Right, Chelsea team. Ooh, matching us. Didn't they do this last season though? They keep the ball at the back a lot, don't they? Look at that. That's amazing. Should we go with the normal? Mark up Curtis Karamoussis, who is their amazing Welsh striker. Right, I think that's us for today. If we win this match, we're not obviously going to be on attacking for this one. We're going to start, I think, on positive. We've got to go out there and crack this, I think. If we win this is huge. I don't think we will, though. I just want to see a good performance in this one. Like, we've put in so many good performances this season. We're looking much, much stronger at the back all of a sudden. 4 consecutive league clean sheets have just come out of nowhere. Bednar driving through there. Nice work. Pedro's free kick whips in. Oh, it's in the back of the net. And It's him again. He's into double figures already. That's his 9th league goal and 10 in all competitions. Someone told me, oh, he's not very good. He's just fast. Well, I think he's proving everybody wrong this year. 10 goals already for Ander Abasolo is incredibly good. Pedro with the assist and we already lead. Sloughy on the edge of the box. Back for Bednar. Cutting inside. Oh, goes back for Bicey. He's through. And saved by Kepa. Wilson's not so good from Wilson there, but Sloughy picks it up. Oh, what a ball. What a ball. Bicer's in! He scored! It's 2-0 to Stockport. Josef Bicer. What an assist that is from Sloughy. Right there is the 20 passing. Like, I cannot believe he actually... The weight on that pass was phenomenal. This is so weird. Wilson's ball just falls to Sloughy, but watch this for a ball through. That is insane. Lovely weight on it. Bicer actually takes a touch, strangely. Goalkeeper's trying to get out the way of it for some reason. Stockport 2-0 up against Chelsea at home now. Oh my God. Let's keep the clean sheet, lads. Oh no. We've just lost both of our right backs. Dimitrov is injured, and we didn't really have a third choice option. And now Kamil Bednar's hurt. Please don't tell me it's potential knee injury. Oh my God. Guys, I have a sneaky suspicion that Eric Thompson-Svenningsson might be getting thrust into the first team. Or is he out on loan? This could be a real problem, I tell you. Okay, so the deal is Morgan Roussel is going to move out there because he's some reason he's actually not even that bad there. And we're going to bring in Makengo into the back line. I'll be very interested to see how Morgan Roussel does as a left back for today. But the fact that we're 2-0 up, we're going to have a lot of height, that's for sure. Half time. Stockport County 2, Chelsea 0. Abasolo, Bicer. The injury worries me, but we can move on. Chelsea very much going to this right-hand side. I mean, we've got their players marked up. One thing I am going to do, though, in the second half is turn a football into the box. We're not getting as many shots as I'd like, and I want to give us an option to have those shots, basically. I don't mind us taking the odd pot shot at 2-0 up, basically, because we've got some players that could pull some real monsters out of the bag. And at this point, we'd actually be... I can't believe we're about to go top of the Premier League. It would not, though. We've still got to win this match. But we beat them 4-0 at Stamford Bridge last year, remember? Abasolo again. He's good from these positions. Whips it across. Sloughy, back for Pedro. He might have a go himself here. He's through. Oh! Using his body nicely there. Duran. Bicer brings it down. Nice touch out of his feet. Oh! Oh my God. Stockport 3, Chelsea 0. Josef Bicer. That is an unbelievable piece of play from Josef Bicer. The way that he just touches this down, gets it out of his feet, and just picks an unbelievable ball. That is incredible. Pedro's header, 8th of the year for him, and we're 3-0 up over Chelsea now. This team has got some real balls. Can he find a cross? Whips it. Ooh! Icardi. Don't let the ball come across. Duran picks it up brilliantly. Bofa. Oh, look at the space out wide now. Zé Maria. Miller's already making that run. Zé Maria's got fresh legs today, though. Picks it out. Miller! Oh, and saved by Kepa. Lovely play. Miller again, picking it up. He's got so many goals this year. He really does. Out for Roussel. Can he dig a cross out? Doesn't need to. Find Sloughy. He can have a go at some people here. Miller. Options. Oh, pings it wide. And there we go. Stockport 3, Chelsea 0. Abasolo, Bicer, Pedro. Completely professional performance. Another clean sheet. We've just beaten a team that had lost 1 of their first 11 matches and won the other 10. We've beaten them 3-0. I tell you what, I think we can have a crack at a title. We've got to say that we're in this title race now. And at the moment, it is between us and Chelsea. We're looking incredible. I'm glad I did this game because I would not want this to be an off-camera game. Pedro, superb again. Bicer, fantastic again. Abasolo, brilliant again. Our front three is just on fire and the defence have really sorted themselves out now. I genuinely think just having a competent right back in Duran has made a huge difference. Bednar has only twisted his knee, so he'll only miss like maybe 1 to 2 matches because we've got some games in quick succession here. It's not the end of the world, but we are still going to have some cover in that position. Particularly as Roussel's now knackered again. 5 consecutive league wins and 5 consecutive clean sheets. That is tremendous. We've gone top of the league now. Abasolo's the joint top scorer in the Premier League at 9 goals. We're 1 point above Chelsea, and most importantly, 10 points clear of falling out of the Champions League places only after 12 matches. What a start to the year this has been. My God. And Wilson's got 6 clean sheets now. And just looking at the defensive side of things, we've got one of the best defences too. Only 11 goals conceded in 12 matches and the best attack in the league. What a start to the year. Super, super pleased with that. I think this year, we've got to try and win something. Be it FA Cup, League, or Europa League. I want to try and win some silverware this year. Everything just seems to be sitting perfectly, which means inevitably they'll push an update and it will ruin everything. So, next episode, I want to do a double live comp, obviously, of Spurs and Feyenoord, because I think that Feyenoord game could be the one that sees us win the group potentially, particularly if we were to beat Lille. Now, we'll do Lille and West Ham off camera, come back and do Spurs and Feyenoord, some big games. Yeah. So, if you've enjoyed that, and I hope you have, smash a like on the video. That would be awesome. And if you're new to the channel, hit the big subscribe button. That would be dope. And I'll see you guys in the next episode for a double header of Feyenoord and Spurs. That's going to be fun. I'll see you guys soon. Thanks so much for watching. Bye-bye.